Replacement tokens are used to easily customize templates for any event or group that you schedule that template to. And this will eliminate the need to manually edit each of your posts every time you want to change a name or a shopping link every time you want to use that template. So I've got an example here of a post in a group where I had used replacement tokens, and you can see it's pretty customized. I've got the name of the host and the date of this online event, and also I've included a link where I wanted the guests to shop at. And this can be customized however you'd like it. This is just an example of what I've used it for here. So this is what it looks like once it posts to an event or to a group, but I'd like to show you how to set up a post using those replacement tokens. It's important to note here that tokens can only be used in templates before you schedule it to one of your groups or events. This is because those tokens are replaced the moment that you schedule that template to one of your groups or events. So go to your list of templates and click on the name of the template that you're wanting to add these tokens to. And you can either add tokens to an existing post, or in this case, we'll just go ahead and click Add New Post to create a new one. I've gone ahead and filled in the information for these posts, and you'll see in the message here that I've used 3 different tokens: host, text, and link. They're very easy to include in your message. All you'll do is type those in. So I'll show you what I did here. You'll just type bracket, and then your replacement token, and then close bracket. In this case, I used host in place of the host's name that I want to use, link instead of a personalized shopping link, or you could use any sort of website link that you plan on changing up every time that you use this template, and text for any word or short phrase you might need to change often, and this could be for a variety of different reasons, up to you. This could be something like the start date or start time of an event, a special keyword maybe for an interactive game that you're playing, or even the deadline for taking orders. So here's my example, and this is the same post that you saw at the beginning of this video. I'll show you what it looks like here on the next step. We'll save changes, and this is what it will look like within your template, and you can still see the tokens that you had used in the message. When you go to schedule this template to one of your events or groups, a pop-up like this will show that lists all of the tokens that you had used in that template that you're trying to schedule. Our system uses a simple find and replace technique, and will change all the tokens in that template to the choice keywords that you enter here. I'm going to go ahead and fill in these tokens with the keywords that I want to use for this particular event. So for the text, I had wanted to use the day and the date of this event, and for the link, I wanted to use the link that I want my guests to shop at and the host's name. Click Schedule. Now let's take a look at the post we created together. We can see that the host token, the text token, and the link token were all replaced with the keywords that I had entered when scheduling. And once it posts to my event, this is how it will appear. Now those are the basics of how to use replacement tokens, but I'd like to wrap this up by sharing a few tips and variations of how tokens can be used. If you've received a shared template from another SocialGlow user, you want to be sure to scroll through and review those posts so you can understand the context for how those tokens were used. This will be helpful so you know what replacement keywords you'll want to use when scheduling. Here are a few examples. Maybe you have more than one host and you want to use more than one name. You can use host2 as a token. Or maybe you have a keyword or a catalog link that you want to use. You could also use those to be replaced with your chosen keywords throughout your template. You can now create tokens in any way that makes the most sense to you. Tokens can be either lowercase or uppercase, but only one replacement token per word. And I have an example here of what you would not want to do. I have 3 different posts, and I've used a variation of the same word host 3 different ways. I have it all lowercase, then the next post I have it all uppercase, then I have just the H capitalized, and that'll make it confusing later on when you go to schedule this template. So if you have a token, you'll want to be consistent on how you use it. If you want to use it all lowercase, all uppercase, a capitalized letter, that's fine. Just be consistent in how you use it and type it the same way every time. And lastly, I'd like to remind you that tokens can only be added to templates, or you can also add them to individual posts in your post library. but they cannot be added to scheduled events or groups, and I'll show you what I mean by that. I've gone to one of my events and went to create a new post, and you'll see here that I had used a token in this post. So when I go to create this post, I'll show you what it looks like here. You'll see that this token was not replaced, and this is because those tokens are replaced the moment that a template is scheduled to a group or event. I hope that helps explain things a bit, but please do let us know if you have any questions about this anytime.